Good morning, Unity San Antonio. Evidently, I need coffee because I'm just standing here waiting for everything to start, and I'm the one that needs to start it. So, good morning. How is everyone doing this morning? Good, good, good. Well, I'm so glad to see all of your faces with us this morning. I know it's a little gloomy, but it's very sunny in here. So let's get started with some music.
What kept me sad was a story in my head about what I never had, what I never said. But I can sing a song the flowers gave to me. It helps me to be strong, it helps me to be free. When I'm walking with you, I'm walking with God. When I'm talking with you, I'm talking with God. When I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. When I'm laughing with you, I'm laughing with God. When I'm singing with you, I'm singing with God. In the arms of my friend, I'm in the arms of God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. There is a road, a journey we must take. It starts from within, it's just a thought away. I can sing a song the flowers gave to me. Helps me to be strong, it helps me to be free. And when I'm walking with you, I'm walking with God. When I'm talking with you, I'm talking with God. When I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. When I'm laughing with you, I'm laughing with God. When I'm singing with you, I'm singing with God. In the arms of my friend, I'm in the arms of God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. If God is all there is, then everything is God.
Good morning. My name is Tammy Carrillo. I'm the Youth Ministry Director here at Unity of San Antonio. I'd like to invite the kids to come on up. They're already starting. So come on up. While they're coming up, I'll share with you every Sunday we welcome and bless our youth with a youth candlelighting ritual. We open with a call and response that allows our youth to affirm the truth for themselves and allows us to affirm the truth for them. Your words are going to be on the screen, and I'm going to hopefully have someone come up and help me. Lincoln? All right. Let's go. God is life.
I am life.
God is light.
I am light.
God is joy.
I am joy.
God is love.
I am love.
God is beauty.
I am beauty.
God is peace.
I am peace.
God is power.
I am power.
All these things God is, I am.
All these things God is, I am.
Yes, you are. Thank you. And if you'll join me for the Children and Teens blessing. Children and teens, we know who you are. You are the light of God. We love you, we bless you, we celebrate you, and we see you doing great things. All right, and we have a blessing for our friends and family.
Families, We love you, we bless you, we believe in you, and we thank you. Namaste.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me, I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
So let's take this moment and pray together. If it's comfortable for you, go ahead and bow your eyes or just lighten your gaze. And please let my words be your words. There is only love. There is only one. Right now, we let all fear and worry fall away from us so that we can center into the only thing that is, the one. Whatever word you have for that source, spirit, God, Mother, Father, God, universe, eternal source, whatever that word is, invite that spirit to sit deeper in your heart right at this moment. Because we know and we center into the truth right now that that is all there is. And that we are not just a part of that, we are that. We are that love. We are that peace. We are that infinite beauty of source, creating this world, creating our lives, creating our beautiful friendships. And when we center back into that space within us that knows the truth, that knows that we are only source, then that is how we more fully show up into this lifetime and into this life experience. We know that love is all we are. We know that we are one, that we are love. We are the God that is creating this lifetime for us. So as we breathe that in, we release those words, and there is nothing left for us to do but remember who we are. We sit in gratitude for the beauty in each one of us, the beauty in the pain of life, the beauty in the angst of life, which only heals us and makes us that much better. It makes us that much more beautiful. We know that these words are true, that we release them right now, and that is all we need to do. And we say, and so it is.
And I know this voice of love, it is singing through my life.
Good morning. How are y'all today? Oh, that was pretty good. I gave y'all a 7. Good morning, good morning. What a beautiful blessing I have to look out and see all y'all's beautiful lights. Good morning. And Mike, can I get an amen for the rain? Amen. All right, good morning. My name is Juliana Berry. I am your celebration host today. Oh, let me turn the page. Unity of San Antonio is a spiritual community committed to the love, inclusion, and spiritual growth. We draw wisdom from many traditions and other practices, spiritual tools that help us live greater peace, clarity, and joy in everyday life. We believe each of us is a unique expression of the divine, and we are here to support one another in unfolding the sacred potential. Whoever you are, and wherever you are in your journey, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. Okay, having a moment. Prayer is one of the ways we actively participate in our spiritual growth. At Unity, we pray by affirming the truth, the highest possibility already alive within you. If you'd like to support in holding that vision, our prayer chaplains are here. In the seat back in front of you, there is a prayer card which you can use to submit a prayer intention by filling it out and placing it in the offering basket later on in service. You are welcome to meet with our prayer chaplains after service. Online requests can be submitted through the prayer link on our website. All requests are confidential. 2 of our prayer chaplains are here holding us in sacred space. Would you both please stand so we can acknowledge you? We have Robin. Morning. Every Sunday, we like to reacquaint ourselves with why we do what we do by affirming our purpose statement. Please join me in saying, oh, I like that one. Truth in both the seen and unseen. We are a catalyst for fostering a loving and authentic spiritual community rooted in belonging, acceptance, and peace. Before we get started with announcements, I'd like to invite each of you to check out our new Unity of San Antonio app. Our app makes it easy for you to stay connected. You can submit prayer requests, view upcoming events with full details, register with ease, give effortless and securely watch and listen to our previous messages. Head to our website and down at the very top, click download our app. Okay? You won't want to miss being here May 3rd for our guest speaker and musician Eddie Watkins Jr., and for his service concert at 3 p.m.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Well, that's exciting. I'm going to be here May 3rd, so you should be here May 3rd. Please welcome Karen, followed by Heather and Gloria Alvarez to make a brief announcement. Oh, she's got a board. You need a hold?
Oh, I can hold it.
Okay.
Really high, thank you. So, how many of you even knew that we have a historical cemetery in San Antonio? It's 30 cemeteries. There's Jewish, there's Masons, there, blah, 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 blah. From 1853 to 1853, thank you, to 1904. Why is that relevant to us? That's because that's where we'll be for Earth Day as our Earth Care community with our garbage pickers. So this will be on Breeze since there are several entrances and they haven't told me which entrance to come to yet. So please join us Wednesday the 23rd. Thank you.
Good morning. Again. So just wanted to make sure that you know today is the Unity Table event. We have a ton of food over there, so please plan on eating lunch here. Like full lunch happening. A lot of fun activities and stuff, so please make your way over there and join us for about an hour or so. We're going to start bidding on the Unity Table items, and they are amazing. So get ready to do that. And then make sure you're bookmarking the date. Save the date for October 16th, Friday, October 16th. It's our second annual gala. Okay, so put that in your books. All right, thank you. Love you.
Hello, we are your hospitality team. I'm Annette, and this is Gloria. All right, so I know you guys want to attend that event on May 3rd with this amazing singer. Before you attend that event, we are going to have our monthly potluck, and it is
Talk about your mother, taco bar, or your favorite mom's recipe in taco meat, taco salad, nachos, whatever resonates with you and your mom, or just tell a great story about her over eating some tacos.
So that's on May 3rd, so please join us for that potluck, and you can sign up to bring something if you'd like. And then right after, or during the potluck, YFM is going to be having their fundraiser. It's going to be a bake sale, so come and bid on some delicious desserts from them, and then all of the proceeds will go to the youth and family ministry. Thank you.
Welcome back, Heather. Woo! Welcome back. So I forgot to announce, we have 3 Sangha circles at this point. We have 2 on Tuesday nights that rotate, but we have a brand new one that's about to start online. So if you are interested in an online Sangha circle where you don't have to get out and drive to it, we just need interest. So there'll be a sign-up sheet in the community center, or you can come find me. But that Sangha circle is on. So we are going to put it together, and it's going to start probably in the next 2 weeks. So if you're interested, please let me know. Thank you.
Dude. Okay, I think I got it. All right, I want to briefly highlight what's happening in our community during the month of April. Opportunities connect and grow and serve. If you'd like to go deeper with these teachings, consider joining our Sangha Circle. Look at that segue. The Affirmative Prayer Workshop, a Course in Miracles or Pleasant Energy class. Starting in May, we'll be offering the 7 weeks Keys to the Kingdom. Now, that's an amazing course. It really does delve into prosperity. I highly recommend it. We did it last year. If you're craving connection, you might want to consider WUSA, our women's group or men's group or our veterans group or our Zoom healing circle. Don't miss our red carpet Unity Table launch today after service. And on May 3rd, we celebrate both our newcomers and Mother's Day with a Talk About Mom brunch, accompanied by dessert fundraiser with our youth. If you're feeling called to serve, you could join our Earth Care team and get involved in their mini activities. Earth Day trash pickup is on this month's agenda. You might also consider volunteering for our mini teams. We have a social media team, we have a host team, we have a youth team, mini teams. There are also great ways to make connections. Would you like to recenter? We offer meditation on Sunday service before or a Joe Dispenza meditation group. Keith Giles will be our guest speaker on the 26th, so you won't want to miss his talk, The Quantum Gospel of Mary, the reimagining of Mary Magdalena's role in the Jesus. Keith also challenges centuries of patriarchal theology and reclaims a voice longed silence. All of these dates are on the PowerPoint slides behind me, and for more details, please see our website and/or download our app. And sign up for our monthly newsletter or grab a calendar in the vestibule. You can sign up on the website or on paper in the community cafe. We invite you to take a look and to find your next yes. As you came in this morning, it's my favorite part, people came in this morning. We offered you a red, yellow, or green sticker to wear. This is our friendly, low-tech way of honoring each other's comfort levels. Because we are a wonderfully varied bunch, you'll see a sticker guide on the screen. Simply choose the welcome that feels right to you. Before you lean in for a hug or extend a handshake, take a quick pick at the sticker colors and honor one another with kind greeting that feels right. And make a point to say hello to someone new. Now feel free to stand and greet one another. Woohoo!
joy, 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 joy. I've got joy. In my life it never ceases to amaze me. Joy. So the negativity can't faze me. Joy. Like a river rushing through my soul. I've gotta take it to the darkness that is bright in the world. I've got the joy, 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 joy. I've got the joy, joy, joy. I've got the joy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 joy. There's a fire burning deep inside. I've got to share it. So intense I almost cannot bear it. So much peace and living, namaste. And everywhere I go, my light is leading the way. I've got the joy, joy, joy. I've got the joy, joy, joy. I've got the joy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 joy. The source of all abundant good. All of the ancient truths are understood. All of the craft that up my life off track. Now my chakras are aligned, nothing can hold me back. Tengo corazón contento, con alegría y amor. Tengo una vida muy llena de hermosas memorias y sin temor. I've got the joy, joy, joy. I've got the joy, joy, joy. I've got the joy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 joy.
Joy, joy, joy. Good morning, everyone. Ooh, I'm excited to be here today. If some of you don't know, I am Dr. Laura Cole. I've been coming here for 1 year less than Nina, I guess. So this is what happened this morning. I looked out at the very beginning, and there was a sparse crowd, and now we're like packed. And I'm just trying to, so yay! Yay, yay, yay. So I'm super excited. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about death and anger and resentment. And then we're going to end up with transformation, so it'll be a good thing. Yeah. I think it's pretty funny because if you notice, every one of us on the music team, celebration host, we're all wearing black today, and that was not, so we had a whole wardrobe thing, and I didn't even know it, so that's what I love it. All right, so what it said today, I was going to talk about, it said today, the talk is about transformation. Take what has been difficult and allow it to unfold or transform into something meaningful. That's what we're talking a little bit at the beginning about the hard stuff, all right? But first, let's have a joke, all right? Okay. So this has nothing to do with my talk, too. But Michael Gott tells this joke a lot, and I like it, so here we go. So an atheist is in the boat fishing in the Highlands of Scotland, and all of a sudden, the Loch Ness Monster comes out. It is just about to eat him up, and he says, "God save me!" And everything just freezes. And then a booming voice comes out and says, "I thought you didn't believe in me." And the man says, "Give me a break. 5 minutes ago, I didn't believe in the Loch Ness Monster." Thank you, Michael, for that one. All right, so it's the week after Easter, and I don't ever get to do the Easter service because I'm not the minister, but I've always wanted to, so I'm going to kind of go into that today because I'm super stoked, and I'm up here and I can do whatever I want, right? Yeah, okay. Yep. So I love the resurrection story, and I love the way Unity's take, because we don't go literal, we go metaphysical, metaphorical. And there's so many great things, okay? So when we have the crucifixion, that's often the death of the ego, and that is often rooted in fear. And then we got that big old cross up there. That's what we call complete surrender. There's no more surrender bigger than death. Amen? Thank you very much. And then the last one is the resurrection. That's the awakening of the consciousness, the truth, the higher person that we actually are. So I love that. But this is not just across the Jesus world and Christianity. This also falls in alignment with Buddhism. Because Siddhartha, the original Buddha, his death was not a physical one. It's the death of ignorance and ego. That's what he focused on, ignorance and ego. And that's when he was able to stop identifying with this, that was the death that he needed to experience to be able to rise to greater places, right? We have the old self that's dissolved, and then we are reborn. Make sense? But wait, there's more. There's Hinduism. See, I love all these little religions. I got my doctorate in spiritual study. That's why I kind of geek out on this stuff, so just bear with me. Last, we have Hinduism. We have Shiva, who is the great destroyer. But Shiva was not the destroyer of violence, but the destroyer to clear away illusion so we can make way for transformation, right? So this destruction, this death, it's not the end, but it's a gateway to a higher form. All right, so let's talk a little bit about death. How fun, okay? So we're gonna go literal and figurative, right? For me, I do a lot of death humor, so love me anyway, because I got my sister left, right? The only biological family member that I have. Parents passed away years ago, everybody, and that's okay. And so how we've learned to deal with it is we do sometimes do death jokes and things. So if one of those just pop out of my mouth, love me anyway, all right? Can you say, we'll love you anyway? All right, thank good. Okay. Also, I love funerals. I don't know about y'all, but they are fantastic. You get to hear all the good stuff about the person, that transition, but you get to see friends and family that you haven't seen in years. Or it's a wake-up call, and people that have had their differences for such a long time, they finally snap out of it, and new relationships are born, right? Out of death, amazing things arise. It teaches us surrender. Like I said, so when my grandma passed away, one of my true soulmates, I'll never forget, I stood on her porch and could not believe that the world kept going. And I'll never forget, I saw somebody walking past her house, and I thought, how is that even possible? Right? I am hurting, I'm grieving. This isn't even real, because it happened suddenly. Right? Here today, gone tomorrow, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But, oh my gosh, complete surrender. I had no control. Whereas a type A control freak is difficult for me, but it's complete surrender, which is so good for all of us, right? All right. Now, I have a little bit of fun with death, and I talk about transformation, but I do want to express that mourning and crying and grieving is a wonderful thing. I don't ever want you to stuff it, to keep it down, because that only makes it longer, and it's just going to tear you up. So if you have the opportunity of having somebody transition, embrace that, love yourself, and it's going to take who knows how long, all right? So I don't want to deflect and say that's not important. But what I do want to focus on is, what can it teach you? Death is an amazing teacher. So many transformations, so many ways you can be awakened from this one experience, right? So my mom, my sister, before I was born, passed away. It taught her to love her children unconditionally. She loved us, and I knew it no matter what. I could have shot somebody, and she would have said, woohoo, good aim. Right? Loved unconditionally. What a fantastic thing. For me, when my parents passed away, I filed for divorce. It was that reality check of, what am I doing? That's what I needed. That's the 2x4 that I was blessed with over the head to do what I needed to do to take care of myself and my children. Recently, this past August, my stepdad did pass away, and what it gave to me was an opportunity to see that my ego was getting in the way, right? I think I told y'all previously that I was the only child that was not at his bedside because of what had gone on with that. My ego totally got in the way. Well, several weeks ago, I met with, I have a client that's a medium, and she did a reading on me. And because I wanted to try to heal, to see what was going on with this, and he came through, totally cool. And what he said to me was, I'm focusing, because she said, I'm seeing, first of all, she said, I'm grumpy. Does that bring a bell? I was like, oh my God, yes, he was so grumpy, which was part of the problem. And then she said, but there was discontent, something. And I said, yeah, we were not getting along. And she said, but he's also saying that y'all used to be really tight. And I went, yeah. Because for most of my life, we had the most incredible relationship. It was amazing. And then at one point, it took a dive. And when he passed away, that's where we was. But what he said to me is, I am choosing to focus on the fantastic of where we were years ago and not focusing on the very, very end. So it's all about perspective. What do I want to focus on? Do I want to focus on the fantastic, or do I want to stay in the sadness and the guilt? So I've decided to transform and go to the fantastic with that. So death gives us many, many opportunities, all right? In Buddhism, they even encourage to meditate on death. You think it's crazy, but they believe in impermanence. Everything is impermanent. Nothing stays the same. And we're able to meditate on death and the suddenness and the loss of the control. And how do I want to be remembered? What do I want my days to look at? If today was my last day, where would I want to have fun? Right? So thinking about death, I can't believe I'm up here talking about death. Am I crazy? I think so. But I want to reassure you that meditating on that and our impermanence will give us a better reality of what we can do today. What's most important, right? For me, it's love and it's learning. And honestly, a huge part of my spiritual practice right now is YouTube, listening to near-death experiences. Super cool. It gives me such assurance about what's on the other side. And the coolest thing about them is foundationally, the big stuff, it's all the same. But everybody's own personal little details are different depending on the life that they lived. So, I don't know. Super cool. I highly recommend YouTube. Okay, so let's back up, because I want to talk about Jesus and the resurrection story. So before that happened, does anybody remember the man that turned him in to the authorities? Who was that? Judas. He was the man. What Judas represents is betrayal, selfishness, because he got some money for it, right? The ego self, temptation. And we all look down on Jesus. What a terrible person. But actually, if it's not for the Judases, then we don't get that resurrection. We don't get that follow through. So often with the pain, with the Judases, with those experiences, that's where we are able to rise better than we ever have before. Because the life of just cush and you just roll along, you don't grow. You actually get stagnant. And you can get in a ditch and don't really even know it. But when you have those things in your face that are tough, those Judases, it can take you to a whole new spiritual place. All right? So what and who are those Judases in your life? Okay? It could be an ex. Anybody had that experience? An ex-partner or boyfriend? Okay. Fantastic. Loss of a job. Diagnosis. All of these things that weren't planned that come into our life, they're actually an opportunity for us to take it to a greater spiritual place. All right? My mom, when my sister passed away, she felt the complete betrayal of God. How can God take away a child? Because from what I have heard, that is the worst loss that anybody can experience. And for years, she was a very spiritual person, but she just pushed that away because she didn't want to get hurt again. But the cool thing is, what she learned later is God is always there to wrap its arms around you, never, never leaves. And if that's where you need to go, if you feel like you're even betrayed by God, that's okay. That's okay. Embrace it. Feel it. Think about it. But maybe keep in the back of your mind that God's there and it's happening for a reason, even though it completely stinks. Okay? All these things, all these Judases, all these terrible experiences are there for us to grow. All right? Because sometimes we choose that path for transformation. I'm going to pray, and I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to read. I'm going to learn all these wonderful things. And then the path for transformation finds us, right? That's the tough stuff. That's the Judases in our life. It's all painful, but it's completely necessary. All right? So, the main Judas that I want to talk about is, I'm feeling heavy. Can everybody raise your hands like this? Everybody go like this? And then everybody go, yay! Oh, thank God I needed that. Thank you. That was for me. All right. So the main Judas that I want to talk about, the most destructive thing that a lot of times we have in our lives is anger and resentment. See there? I told you I'd bring it up. Anger and resentment. So I did a little bit of research on it. And when we allow ourselves to be angry and resentful, this is what it does to our body. Prolonged elevated cortisol and adrenaline, not good. High blood pressure, weakened immunity, heart disease, stroke, inflammation, digestive issues, physical breakdown, and inhibits recovery mentally and physically. Not good. Not good. So that's why I want to focus today a little bit about anger, about that, because wherever our Judases are, anger and resentment arises. All right? But I want us to be able to be transformed. I want us to be able to be resurrected into a new place so we don't have that eating away at us anymore. All right? And there's two ways that I'm going to help us get through that. The first one is going to be forgiveness. Forgiveness. Oh my God, another hard subject. One of the hardest things that we have to do. Hard. And there's three ways to forgive. Forgiveness of self. All right? Like, for example, when my grandma, my soulmate, passed away, I'm just going to give you a little information about myself. So it was, I went out with a friend on my birthday, and for the first time in my life, I had chocolate martini. It was glorious. But I don't drink, and I had 2. Not a good choice. Now, after I went out with my friend, I was supposed to go to my grandma's house, but she's Southern Baptist and definitely didn't drink, and I didn't want her to feel bad. I wanted to feel bad and guilty, and so I didn't go to her house. And I didn't go for a couple days, and she ended up passing away 2 days later. Yeah. You want to talk about guilt? This woman loved me so much, and then when I went into her house after she had passed away, my birthday card was out there on the counter. Right? So for years and years, I chose to hold on to that guilt and that upset until I had to learn to release and forgive myself. So forgiving yourself is a huge one. Second one, of course, is forgiving others, which is often harder, right? And I say, because what we do is we try to push them away. They hurt us, so we're going to stick them in jail, and we're going to close that door and keep them locked away. But the problem is that we become the jailer, and we're right there with them. And until we choose to open up that door and release them, we hold on to that anger. We hold on to that resentment. See, forgiveness is not about saying what they did was okay. It's about releasing that energy that you just keep giving them and giving them and giving them. Because you think, oh, I'm protecting myself, I'm being angry, but you're not. You're breaking your body down and giving them energy with your anger. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So I want us to be able to forgive others so they don't get that energy anymore. They don't deserve it, right? They don't deserve it, right? That's right. Okay. And the third thing is the forgiveness of circumstances. This can be the illness, the getting fired from a job, the relationship that went south, so many things. All right. So how do we forgive? The key to forgiveness, what I've been told, is acceptance that the past can't be changed. Because so much about being angry and resentful is we wanting things to go differently. Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they behave this way? Why did they have to say that? Right? We can't change the past. So that's the first step to forgiveness, going into acceptance that it cannot be changed. Right? The second thing we want to do is we want to let go of the BS, our belief systems. Yes. They're not serving us. Those belief systems of they wronged me or I did this when needing to forgive that guilt. Those belief systems, those patterns have got to change. All right? We've got to learn to cut away from what no longer serves us. So how do we release these people? How do we get them out of jail? And it is through compassion. Compassion. And you're thinking, Laura, how can I be compassionate for these people or situations? Well, with people in particular, I tell you, we are all born these cute little babies. So cute and loving and defenseless. We can't feed ourselves. We can barely even regulate our own temperature. That's why we have to be bundled up. And then these babies grow and grow and grow. And because of their life experiences and what they've been exposed to, that's where they become. And you know what? Hurt people. Exactly. And we don't know their backgrounds. And so if you can step into compassion, step into acceptance, you don't know their story, give them a background story if you don't know. We have no idea what's going on in people's lives. There's certain stuff happening in this country, and I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. And instead of getting angry, I go into compassion and think, what have these people experienced that their heart is so hurt that they have to be mean and hateful and terrible to other people? It doesn't just happen overnight. And also, and because my mom was a psych nurse for 25 years, and I believe a lot in mental health and psychiatric diagnosis, and I've seen what medicine can do. People had no idea I had mental illness, and well, I volunteered one summer actually, and there's a woman that I thought she just worked at the front desk, and I was teaching sign language classes, and then weeks after I'd been there, she came up and she just bawled me out. You don't deserve to be here. This is not for you. This is for side pages. But I mean, girl was cussing me out and screaming. I was just dumbfounded. And they had to take her away, and she got put in the mental hospital. Well, what happened was she had stopped taking her meds because she felt good. She felt stable. And we don't want to be on meds. We don't want that to control us. We want us to be normal. So she got off her meds and just went off the deep end. She had no controls, the chemicals in her body. And after several weeks, she came back and she said, Laura, I'm so sorry. I want to apologize. And I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. Whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. So compassion, you don't know their story. And whether it's their story or even it's the chemicals in their body that are not behaving, there's a story that we don't know. So if you can go into compassion for that, it's much easier to forgive. All right. I have a poem about forgiveness because Michael Gott, my mentor, says 3 points, a joke, and a poem. So I got the 3 points of jokes, and here we go with the poem. I waited for words that never came. An I'm sorry hung in silent air. With the wound still fresh, the ache still loud, while they moved on unaware. I held that grudge like armor worn, thinking pain gave me power back, but it only grew more heavy still and kept me tethered to the lack. Closure seemed like a locked old door, and without the key, just echoes of what I should have been and all they didn't see. But healing whispered something soft, forgive, not to excuse, but to free your heart from chasing and hurt and choose what you won't lose. So I laid that weight beside the road and left that ache behind, not for them, but for the peace that I deserve to find, right? I deserve to find, and we've got to lay it down. So we got forgiveness. My last point of today about how to let go of that anger, how to let go of that resentment, and y'all are going to think I'm crazy, but gratitude. Grateful for those terrible events in your lives. Can I hear I'm grateful for those terrible events in my life? That is wonderful. That's exactly what I'm trying to teach. This is working well. Life can only be lived forwards, right? But we can only learn from it looking back. That's what stinks. So when we are having those Judas, we're having those experiences, if you can actually step into what's my lesson, what's my opportunity. Because people with cancer that are in it, and then they get over it, or some of them don't, they're actually thankful for it. They don't want anybody else to have it because of that experience, but they're thankful because it gave them the perspective of what's most important in life. Terrible relationships brought you to the beautiful one you're in today, right? Getting fired from a job or getting laid off. When somebody comes up to me and says, I lost my job, I say, congratulations. They think I'm nuts because new and greater and wonderful things are opening up. And so many people are miserable at their jobs. Let's just get real. And they won't quit because they're scared, so God has to do it for them. But we get to move on to bigger and better things. So if you're in the moment of your Judas and it feels terrible, if you can wrap your arms around it knowing, you don't know at that point, but knowing that the opportunity, the lesson, the growth is coming before it's even there, I promise you that will dissipate sooner. It's amazing how it works. All right? Okay. Genesis 50:20 says, you meant it for evil, God. You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. So even those intentional evils are for God's good. That whole it's all in divine order. Sometimes you just want to shove it down the people's throat. Oh, it's all in divine order. It doesn't feel very good, right? But it is. It's true. The hardest stuff get us to the greatest places. It's all about perspective, and it's how can our perspectives change? How can we take this anger and this resentment and change that perspective into compassion? It's our choice about what we want to think. It's our choice about what we want to feel. What do we want to do with it? Where do we want to take it? And also, actually, yeah. These fun challenges that we're being blessed with over and over, as my mama says, you repeat a lesson until it's learned, and God gives us the opportunity over and over and over. My son has that opportunity right now with his robotics coach. 3 times they've had conflict. And I know it's God saying, I'm giving you opportunity to work through this. I'm giving you opportunity. And with the last one, she said something to him that, I was not happy. I didn't find out till later, but my mama bear, ooh, I was ready to talk to her, but it was spring break, my saving grace. And I had to work, but my son went up there to work on the robot during spring break while she was there. And then finally on the 3rd day when I could show up, I said, do you want me to talk to her about this? Because I was ready to get it all straightened out. And he said, no, Mom, I think it's okay. I'm like, okay. Well, I waited another 2 whole weeks to talk to her till I could calm down, and I got the background. I learned where it came from. I learned what her childhood was like and what she experienced with her dad. And all of a sudden, what she had said to my son was just a reflection of her past that she hasn't been able to let go of. And she said, Laura, I can't be mean. Sometimes I just can't. I said, you can. But it takes practice. So because I took the time, because I learned her story, I was able to go into compassion and didn't have to be the mama bear and pinch her head off. Thank goodness. Yay. But we don't know people's stories, all right? So what I want you to leave with today is embrace those challenges, embrace the Judases, release what you can. It has to be complete death, right? We have to let it go in order to have the resurrection. Now, Jesus was lucky. He had that resurrection in like 3 days. How fun is that? And some of our resurrections take a lot longer, but just stay with it. You know, the whole transformation thing with the butterfly. Is this caterpillar and this is cocoon and the butterfly emerges. Transformation. Well, what they don't talk about is in that cocoon, it becomes a bunch of goop. It's literally what they call it, goop. It's like gross. It's all, everything breaks down and it gets disgusting. It's all gooey and it's like nothing. Ooh. But that's what we have, our challenges. That's the goop. That's the beautiful stuff. And without the goop, we can't have the beautiful transformation of the butterfly. So for my meditation today, I've chosen to interpret a song with Sally. She was actually my inspiration for the talk today, not the death part, but the song is called Healing Made Me Beautiful. That's why I want us to let go of the anger. I want us to let go of that resentment so we can heal and find that beauty within. All right?
Gave too much of me away just to feel a little seen. I tried to paint a perfect face while I was breaking underneath. I said yes when I meant no, carried hearts that were my own. I was living just to please, but I forgot about me. I used to break when love would leave. The pain was who I had to be. But when I finally let it go, peace started growing from my soul. Stop chasing love that didn't stay, and that's where beauty found me. No mirror, no filter could ever say what healing made around me. I'm glowing 'cause I'm free. Healing made me beautiful. Now I walk with softer steps. Don't need love to feel alive. I found heaven in my breath and truth in my own eyes. The girl who begged for love to stay, she learned to give that love away to herself in every way. Now she don't fade, she radiates. I don't need the validation. My peace is my foundation. Every scar became a seed, and it bloomed right out of me. Yeah, I stopped chasing love that didn't stay, and that's where beauty found me. No mirror, no filter could ever say what healing made around me. I'm glowing 'cause I'm free. Shine, every loss became my gain. Now I wear my joy like perfume. My peace lights up the room. What they took, I grew it back, twice as strong, and that's a fact. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I'm free now. Free now. I stopped chasing love that didn't stay, and that's became my runway, and grace became my crown. See, I'm going 'cause I'm free. Your healing made me beautiful. I stopped looking outward and started looking in. Maybe there's a moment my light began outshining, and the sea healing made me beautiful. Healing made me beautiful.
Can you hear me now? Oh, yay. All right, I don't know if you know this, but there's these fabulous little clipboards in your seat back pocket, and they are used to take notes. Yay. So as Laura was speaking, I wrote down, because that was such a powerful talk, and it happened to be at the right moment at the right time in my life, so I want to thank you for that. And I just want to know that it was a powerful message, transforming yourself through healing past those wounds. It's a journey that you deserve, and that it helps describe that shift from surviving and to thriving. And it's kind of like a turning point that helps you become more resilient. So thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sally. All right. All right. Unity of San Antonio thrives because of you. If you would like to make a donation today, giving options will appear on the screen behind me. Thank you for your generosity, for it is together that we co-create this amazing community. Also, if you would like information about Unity of San Antonio's program of regular or recurring or intentional giving, please email or call the fabulous Kelly in the administrative office with our thanks. I invite you to prayerfully open to the flow of substance in and through as you. Unity Minister Eric Butterworth wrote, "Build on the awareness of ever-present substance and expand your faith in the stability of your own inner wholeness. Let us allow the truth of these words to establish themselves within us and shift us to a deeper experience of our own inherent abundance. Let us celebrate our abundance and bless our offerings by saying together, I am a living expression of divine abundance. As I give from the fullness of my time, talent, and treasure, I open the wide channels of infinite prosperity." And so it is. Thank you. I just have to tell you, as I'm standing up here waiting for the offering to go through, it's just an amazing, beautiful sight, a beautiful light and joy. Y'all are just so wonderful. I'm so blessed to be able to stand up here and see each and every one of you. So thank you again. If this is you're welcome. If this is your first time, would you please and thank you raise your hand so that we can acknowledge you? Oh, thank you. And if this is your second or third time here, would you raise your hand so that we can celebrate your return? Yay! Thank you. Welcome. We are so glad that you are here today with us. In your seat pocket in front of you, you will find a black envelope that says, "This is for you." Inside is a short welcome form. If you'd like to stay informed about our community events, just fill it out and hand it to the usher on your way out. We typically only send 1, maybe 2 e-blasts a month, and we will never share your email address ever. And if this is your first time, please get a copy of the Daily Word from one of our ushers on your way out. The Daily Word is a unity booklet that offers inspirational practical teachings through daily affirmations. This is our way of saying thank you for checking us out, and hopefully you come back. In closing today's service, please join us in by saying our community blessing and prayer for protection, followed by a closing prayer and song. Please stand if you are able, and let's say together. Beloved friends, I see your divine light. I see your open heart. I see your life transforming. I celebrate your divine identity as you radiate your light in the world. And our prayer for protection: the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us, and wherever we are, God is, and all is well. You got to push the button.
That's okay. I'm going to talk really loud. Thank you for having me. Oh, see? Ooh, there I am. Thank you for having me today. Thank you for sticking it out. It wasn't the best. No, I'm not going to say that. It was a tough message for me to give. So thank you for being there with me. But I will take you out on a high note with my absolute favorite prayer. Are we ready? May the Lord bless you and keep you. May this universe lift its face to shine upon you, and may this glorious Spirit be kind and gracious to you all and give to you all peace.
Thank you so much, Laura, and thank you for your message today. Before we part ways, I would just like to say a quick thank you to our Sunday morning team. We have our youth ministry and hospitality team just across the parking lot, our AV team, ushers, prayer chaplains. Thank you, Juliana. Where did she go?
I'm right here. I'm not that short.
I'm sorry.
I'm literally right here.
I couldn't see you.
Well, look down.
I know. I didn't. I thought you'd sat down because, it's just one of those mornings.
I'm going to wear a brighter color.
But I see you now. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here and making us laugh as always. Thank you to our band and our singers, and thank you to each one of you that is here with us today. You guys add so much joy to this room, and it's just a pleasure to be here with you. So thank you for showing up and spending this time with us. And don't forget to go next door and have some food with us afterwards.
And you need to bid for Unity Table, because, I'm having one, so you all better be there.
It will be funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, he invited everyone you knew. You would see the biggest gift would be for me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. And if you threw a party, he invited everyone you
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.